Anybody out there? I know there's a lot of people in very icky situations in regards to electric power, myself included. I have no power still since Tuesday at 3:30. Actually, looked at the clock; it went right out, and haven't had it since. So, not pleasant. There were a lot of lines down. There's a lot of trees in places, and in fact, I'll spin around here. Across the street from me, you can see some branches. I know it's a bit difficult to see it further down. And actually, the house next door up the road has police tape on it still. And there's all kinds of lines down, but they have power. I don't know why. There's like 4 or 5 houses around me that do not have power, myself included. And it's weird how either the grid is or the way it's going back on. I have yet to see an Eversource truck. That has not happened anywhere. And I've took a couple of rides today. Nothing. Not on the highway, not on the byway, not on the side roads, nothing. And there's still some trees down in places, which I know is going to preclude anybody from doing any work anywheres. So that's just going to be how it is, I guess, as they say. So we decided to take the kids down to the river, which was lots of fun. Played around on the paddleboard, and they love paddling. I got little tiny paddles for them. It was so cute. They really, really had a good time, and I did too with them. It's always nice to be in the company of a 4 and 2-year-old and watch their little antics and watch the fun things that they do and just play with them, get totally wrapped up in their day, which is wonderful. So, hope you guys had a decent day. Let's see, what else? Yeah, waiting for power. Yesterday I went to 3 places, finally found ice in a package store, borrowed 3 coolers, emptied out my freezer and my fridge, and filled up the coolers, put the ice on top overnight. So that was great. And I thought for sure I'd have power today, but no such luck. So I am fortunate that my neighbor has power, and I happen to have a 100-foot cord. So how great is that? I at least plugged in my refrigerator. So I put some of the stuff back in, waited a few hours, put the rest of the stuff back in, and my fridge is working. Yippee for me. So I'm not going to be able to do much more than that until the power comes on. But I'm also very fortunate that my house has gas stove / oven, and also a gas hot water heater. So I can take showers. Although I must say I do need one every day because I'm sweaty hot. It's been for me, it's always hot. I don't know if you know me that well, but let's just say I'm always hot. So that's such a bummer, but it is what it is. I have a hard time sleeping at night when it's this warm. And I wish it would get down to 50 at night. So, but then I still don't have a fan, so I guess it's not going to work too good. Yeah, such is life. One day at a time, we live it. Do the best we can with what we got. And thank God for family and friends. So, anyway, and good neighbors, right? We talked about that the other day, being a good neighbor. When I was down at the boat, my boat fared well, so that was a wonderful thing. Oh, next week is a scorcher? Well, hopefully we'll have power by next week, huh? If it is, I hope I have power so I can put on the AC again. And you probably all got killed with crazy electric bills in July anyways, like I did. It's really nuts. But who knows if they'll ever do anything about that. I don't know why they don't bury the lines underground like they do in Europe. All the lines are underground. They never have power outages or rarely have issues with power like this, like we do here. You'd think by this time we would have figured that out and done something about it. But no, it did not happen yet. And I know some new neighborhoods and newer construction is doing that, thank God. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have power yet either, dear. But it's not a big deal. You know what I do when I don't have power? I have flashlights and I have these little reading lamps that are battery powered. I finished 2 books already. I read at night, which I like to read at night anyways, so it totally works for me. And eventually I will get power again. So that's just how it is, right? But, you know, lots and lots of people do still have power. Some never lost it, thank God. But I think half the state lost power. They said like over 750,000 people. That's a lot of people, folks. I know we got 3 million in the state, but that's still a lot of people that... And now they're saying 3 to 10 days. I mean, to me, that's ridiculous. I remember back when CLMP used to have our electric company, be our electric company, and those guys were out there working as soon as the storm hit, it seemed. Not wait until afterwards and then evaluating things and then deciding who gets to go first and get their power back and whatever is... I'm getting sick of the word essential because I think everybody's essential. And because you are essential. You are essential to your family. You are essential to many people. Yeah. A lot of people, see, they're posting, got no power since, 500,000 still out. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry. There should have been a lot more prep if they knew this was coming, which they did. And, of course, the CEO's getting $11.1 million. He'll be fine, right? Bet you he has power. So, you know what? You realize how much you can do with electricity when you don't have it. A lot of things you don't want to do, like vacuum. Maybe some people don't want to cook. I'm not a big cooker. I can, I just don't want to. And, you know, I'm grateful that I have a gas stove so I can cook when I want to right now. But, you know, electric power for charging up your cell phone, internet. I don't have internet right now either. My phone seems to have it with at least Facebook anyhow, but not in the house, obviously. And, yeah, that guy's probably hiding in his office. Someone finds him, they'll shoot him. He's not going to be too happy when he comes out of his office. There's going to be some really mad people around. Yeah, it is. It's a little hot here, right? It's not too bad right now. Humidity has seemed to have dropped, thank God. But it's a little on the toasty side for sure. But, you know, it is what it is. I think we need to contact our legislators. You know, there's a lot that they can do with not passing these rate hikes and allowing those things to happen. I guess this rate hike was a couple of years ago. Like, really? That's a lot longer ago than I thought something like this should happen, but whatever. So, you do have to pay attention to that stuff, you know. Legislators work for us. Sometimes I think that's forgotten. But I know that it's important to contact them and let them know your thoughts and your feelings about how things are handled. So, you know, send that email or get on the phone and call their office, find out who your legislators are, and see what you can do. One person does make a difference. They say that if 10 people call, they know it's a big issue. Imagine that. It only takes 10. That's pretty wild. I'm sure they're getting more than 10 on this one, but any issue, whether it's, you know, something to do with animals, like there's lots of issues out there that people need to take care of and care about and want to take care of. So you can make those phone calls and send those emails. I know I do regularly when something comes up. I mean, this unemployment thing is turning into such a nightmare. I still haven't gotten any unemployment, and I keep getting booted out of the system. It's really crazy. Yeah, Wesley, it is hotter in the house, huh? I got all my doors and windows open. I don't know what else to do. I wish I had a fan to blow it through, but it's not happening. So, again, we need electricity for that, right? But, you know, all in all, life is still good in this planet and on this side of the earth and in this country. We are very fortunate that many of our needs are taken care of and helped along the way by our systems that are put in place and our protocols that we're going to be doing. So, oh, you're going to sleep on the porch? Yeah, that sounds like a really great idea. I don't really have any place to sleep on my porch. There's a chair and a glider. I'd have to bring a bed out here. So that's not going to happen. But I'll muddle through another night. It's not supposed to be that hot tonight, I don't think. And maybe, God willing, I will have power tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But you know what? When you think about all the things that electricity can do for you, and the things you don't need to do when you don't have it, how great is that? Like vacuuming. Like I said, I don't want to vacuum. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. I do it when I need to. That's that. But yeah, no internet right now. Emails coming through on my phone, so that's decent. I can at least keep up with a few things. And like I said, Facebook too, which is handy. So it's very important to maintain a positive attitude. The universe always provides. So I always remind myself, what am I thinking about? Am I thinking about lack? Am I thinking about no power? Or am I thinking about it's going to come back soon? We'll have power again. We know that. Everybody knows that we will have power again. We don't know when exactly, but we will have power again. So I just feel like it's really important to maintain a positive attitude. I had a hard time finding ice yesterday, but I did. And had to borrow some coolers, which I did. Threw everything in the coolers from my freezer and my fridge and let them sit there overnight. So just had to wait it out kind of and see what happens, right? So I did. And you know what? It always works out. My daughter got her power back yesterday, well, sometime in the middle of the night, she said. So worst case scenario was I could have gone and stuffed her fridge and freezer. And thankfully, like I said, my neighbor came through. Didn't have to go that far to get my needs taken care of. So super grateful. And they're new neighbors. I got to meet them all, which was nice. And, you know, there's a lot of wonderful, wonderful on this planet and in your neighborhood and maybe living next door to you. So, you know what? I always say when you ask somebody to help you and they do, it makes them feel good and you. So it's never a bad thing to ask someone to help. And if you need help, you should ask. Don't be a victim. Don't be a martyr. You know, ask for the help that you need. People are perfectly capable of saying no if they can't, or maybe referring you to someone who can help you. So I think that's super important to recognize that everyone has their own choices to make around those kinds of things. And you can make those choices every single day about every single thing in your life. So be kind and love everybody, no matter what you think about them. Because there's some crappy people out there. We all know that. We've run into them here and there. I can be a crappy people too sometimes, right? If I'm hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, right? We've all heard that. HALT, halt. If you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, just stop. Halt. Don't go any further. Either stop the conversation, walk away from the issue, go somewhere else, go get some food, whatever. Tired, go get some sleep. You know, all those things take care of business, basically. If you're angry, you know, do the anger letter. I've talked about that before, and it's on my girlfriend's website. If you ask me for it, I will send it to you. Once I get the internet working again, I'll be happy to direct you to her website. And it's a 3-day process, and it's quite effective. So you know what? Living with anger is never good. It's one letter away from danger, so it's certainly not going to help your well-being. And I'm more concerned about my well-being than being right or any of those kinds of things, even though sometimes I'd rather be right, even if it's only for a little while. then I realized, no, I got to go back to taking care of business. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's far from perfect, myself included. But you know what? That's okay too, right? We are who we are. People are human. They all do what they do. And life is actually very, very good in many ways. Even in 2020. Who would have ever thought 2020 would be like this? So, it's crazy. It's a crazy year so far. We're already halfway through it, more than halfway through it. Here we are in August. Yesterday was my oldest granddaughter's birthday, Crystal's daughter, Crystal who passed. She turned 5. I can't believe she's 5 already. We're going to hopefully be able to celebrate on Sunday with her, and I'm looking forward to that. She wants strawberry in her cake, strawberry cake. I don't know if she wants strawberry frosting, but somehow she's going to get strawberry cake. And there's a few other things that she really would want. So we have a little list going and already got some stuff. So I'm excited for Sunday coming up. And it's always fun to enjoy the little ones, get to see the joy in their eyes and their laughter and how precious they are. So that'll be nice. Looking forward to that. But yeah, she turned 5 yesterday. August 5th, she turned 5. And I didn't get to see her. They had no power for a while either. Yeah, 2020 has not been the best year of anybody's life, huh, Mary? I think not. So, you know what? There's also people out there making a killing on stuff. You know, everything from hand sanitizer to masks are ripping people off like crazy. It's ridiculous. It's a shame, really, that people take advantage of the fears and that people have. Anyway, don't get me going on that one. So I will sign off in the usual manner, and the sun is behind me, so I'm not going to try and get the phone to spin around to the backyard here, but you guys have a good evening. The sun has always got your back. It's always shining. So hopefully you have a good evening, and I will see you again on the flip side. Love you all. You have a wonderful evening. Hey, Bob, just signing off if you want to listen. It'll be up on a second. Bye for now. Thank you, Mary.